When I said I was excited about what would transpire over this 100 days to exceptional, it was clearly an understatement. So, in one of my previous talks, audios, videos for one of the days of the 100 days to exceptional, I talked about the fact that I knew so many things would transpire during this process. So, in day one, I believe I shared with you that I began recording these 100 videos prior to the actual 100 days left in 2025, because that is when I began uploading them on the day where there was only 100 days left in 2025, and each day would count down those days. So, with me recording prior to, in actuality, as I'm recording this one, regardless of what day you hear it, we are on day 4 of the 100 days that are left in 2025. And for me, it went far beyond me just recording 100 videos and uploading a video every day to some platform, some form of social media. So we're actually on day 4 as I'm recording this, despite when you may hear it. Okay, I'm repeating that part again. This also means that I've gone through 4 days. Well, this evening will be the completion of 4 of the list of things that I have decided I would do every single day of the 100 days to exceptional. And if you're inside our community group, then I've probably detailed some of the things that are on my list. We've probably even talked about some of the things that are on your list. But what also is transpiring for me, and I've been sharing this in the group, is the ahas that I'm getting. Like the level of transformation is crazy. So on today, I'm going to tap into an aspect of time management. And what has happened, because my desire has been to fulfill my days with the different items that I want to accomplish each day. And they're in different areas of my life. It's not just in my business, it's not just my health and well being. They're in different areas of my life. But one thing I began to adapt, and I don't know, like, it just came to me that I would do this in hour intervals. And so I want to talk about time management from a space of you looking at your days as power hours. Now, for me, what I've been doing is dedicating a complete hour in the morning to myself. That's like one of the first things I do. It includes walking, Pilates, some chair exercises, taking my supplements, some other things, right? But that first complete hour is dedicated to just me. And then I'll move on to another. Now, I haven't gotten so rigid as to I have to do everything in this order, meaning I may go on to do a complete hour of things to do around the home, right? So I may pick a task or whatever. For instance, I'm changing the curtains in my bedroom. So that would be one of the things that would be in that hour that I pick, where I'm completely focused on doing things around the home, if that makes sense. Then I'll have an hour where I'm sitting down and I'm doing things completely dedicated to work. That would be me speaking and talking to you now, right? This would be considered a part of work. So as I sat down, I'll look at my time frame and I'll say, okay, for 1 hour, I'm focusing on work. That might be uploading videos to TikTok. It may be scheduling posts, doing an email, whatever my task may be. I dedicate my time to that. Now, as I said before, I give myself some flexibility because somewhere in there I may have a client, right? But I know that as I sit down to do specific tasks, I'm looking at them as power hours. And let me tell you, listen, it's so crazy because for a while, that would have felt so stuffy and so rigid. And I love freedom, but I also understand systems. And I also understand how the feminine and the masculine work together to create this amazing harmony. And the feminine never really gets to be creative and innovative, not in her fullness, if she doesn't have some measure of structure. And I think I'm not going to go too far because I'm going to come back in a little later and maybe talk about feminine and masculine energy in business. But I think sometimes when people are thinking about a softer life or more freedom, they feel like everything is just completely spontaneous. But freedom actually comes from the systems that you create, they allow you efficiency and freedom. So if time management is something that you've kind of been feeling a little challenged with, or even if you're similar to me, you just maybe wanted to take it up a notch. And I share with you that or maybe I didn't, but I set out to do this new identity for this thing that I desired. And I started working on it the end of last year. And I am seeing the manifestation of that identity in different ways because this feels so good and I'm getting things done, but I don't feel forced. I still allow myself flexibility within them, but I also understand that for the desire, the new desire, which is 5x where I was before in some areas, it requires a new version of me. I talk about it all the time, a new identity. So, my take on time management today, and by this time, I'm not sure if I'm still uploading to um, YouTube or various platforms that are outside of our private community because I haven't even announced it to the community yet. I haven't even invited people in, still toggling around with how that would look. But if you get this, this means one of two things that I decided to just do it all out publicly, or I decided that once a week I would still give you all a sneak peek into the 100 days to exceptional. But I'm almost certain I'm going to do it with the community because I believe that direct connection and that collective energy will be most beneficial to those who are really looking to do something exceptional by the end of this year. I'm Tanya Wilson Cherry, also known as the growth strategist, business consultant, and mindset coach. I help women just like yourself step into their personal power, scale their business, and create lifestyles they love. I help women build 3D brands, and you can go back to our episode on what is a 3D brand that gives you more insight on what that is in our world in the Renew community. And the name of my business is Renew Full Circle Consulting because we work from the inside out. That's my take on today. That's my take uh, on today. Time management. What would power hours look like in your life and your schedule? Things of that nature. Peace and abundance.